Saving your first $100,000 is difficult for most people, but it's going to be crucial if you want to reach financial freedom. If you look at the math behind compounding, you will see that your first $100,000 is really more like a quarter of the way to becoming a millionaire. I'm the Lucid Investor, and today we're going to look at the numbers behind compounding interest and why your money will grow like crazy once you invest your first $100,000.
We started building this little snowball on top of a very long hill. So we started at a very early age in rolling the snowball down. And of course, the snowball, the nature of compound interest is it behaves like a snowball. The trick is to have a very long hill, which means either starting very young or living to be very old.
One of the most influential scientists of all time, Albert Einstein, deeply understood the concept we're talking about today. He once said, "Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, and he who doesn't pays it." But the quote that inspired this video was by legendary businessman and investor Charlie Munger, who said at an investor meeting in the early 90s, "The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you gotta do it. I don't care what you have to do. If it means walking everywhere and not eating anything that wasn't purchased with a coupon, find a way to get your hands on $100,000. After that, you can ease off the gas a little bit."
You want to elaborate on that, Charlie?
The math behind compound interest might surprise you. Let's take a look at the snowball effect in action. Let's assume that you do an initial investment of $10,000 and you're going to slowly invest $115 every week as you get paid. This comes out to about $7,000 a year. And then let's assume you get an 8% annual return on your investment. You would have $107,402 in 9 years, getting you to $100,000 in about 8 years. This may seem like a long time, but that's why the first $100,000 is the hardest and most important to achieve. After that point, something amazing starts to happen. If you continue to get an 8% return and you continue to invest $7,000 every year, it will only take you about 5 years to save your next $100,000. Let's keep it going. Assume you continue to invest, you will have $300,000 4 years later and $400,000 3 years later. Even though you're saving the same amount and getting the same return on your money is growing exponentially faster every year. And if you continue to zoom out, it starts to look pretty wild. You would reach $1 million at this rate in about 32 years. 32 years may seem like a long time, but here's the best part. At this point, you could stop contributing and still continue to get a return of about $100,000 every year. Our old friend Charlie Munger also said, "The first rule of compounding is to never interrupt it unnecessarily." By the way, this is my first video on this channel, so if you're finding this video helpful, then a quick tap on the like button or subscribing would really help the channel grow.